Thank you, Tony, for the very insightful and authentic presentation of your experiences shared. And I hope that was interesting and also insightful for everyone else. So we started off with resilience, with having a little bit of a toolkit to be able to deal with difficult, stressful life situations, be able to balance your work-life balance in your project management career. We've also covered how to proactively look after yourself and deal with difficult circumstances such as bullying, which are less than ideal. So we're just getting warmed up. Now for the third and final speaker of the evening, Sajith, who'll be covering the topic of the art of mentoring. So part of our mentoring program is all about mentors, helping mentees with various aspects of your experience as a project manager. That might range from things such as technical skills, it might also range from your people relationships, stakeholder management, conflict resolution. So the art of mentoring will be covered by Sajith, who is currently working as a project manager. As a teacher who has had 10 years of construction project management experience in creating, leading and managing multidisciplinary project teams. Sajith is currently in an active volunteer in the mentoring program and is lovely to have around, very cheerful, always very enthusiastic. He has PMP certification with experience as a mentor trainer in the project management field. He's also a mechanical engineer by trade with strong technical knowledge in heavy machinery and equipment installation, operation and maintenance. So thank you, Sajith.
Maybe I'll try to explain. Now I know that I'm the last speaker tonight and I have a challenge to keep you engaged. Right? So hope I'll do well with that. I'll try my best. The art of mentoring. So well, first I want to say I call that the art, not because it's the only way, it's because of creation that I put together with my experience I had. It's not much, 10 years is not much compared to some of you here who are senior mentors. But it's a collection of my thoughts and experience. And
who started?
It's a collection of my thoughts and experience. Now I'm going to try to make it very essential. As I said, the art because it's a collection of my thoughts and experience. Now, I'll start with my experience, right? How I came into this. 7 years back, I was a project engineer, and in one of the former companies that I worked, and there was this young engineer who came to me and said, "Look, Sajith, you're great, you're doing very good in project management, you have a very excellent technical knowledge, I like the way you manage situations," and he was talking about it, and I said, "Okay, right." And then he said, "Can you be my mentor?" I said, "What?" Because, see, at that time I got my PhD and I knew about project management. And I of course managed several projects, few projects at that time, because it's a few years since I started off. And I knew about leadership, but what is mentoring? So he put me into question on that. I knew him for a while, but he was not a good applicant of me. I said, "What do you mean? What do you want from me? Can you explain more?" He said, "Could you share your experience, the way you manage things? Can you explain it and why you took these informed decisions? And try to relate that to me, to my experience, and try to give me some advice." I said, "Well, maybe I can do that." I said, "Okay, well, on board." And he said, "Look, I know you're a professional and I know the way you work and you probably keep these conversations confidential. I said, well, yes, I will, right? But I don't think sharing this will harm that. But that's my start. Now that was a very good relationship. I learned a lot of mentoring, and I started to build my knowledge. And after that, of course, he ended up being a senior manager, and I'm very happy for him. Even now, I have very good contacts with him. Now and then, he said I could email us with appreciation, and he maybe asked some advice now and then. So after that, I did a lot of mentoring to young engineers. There were several PhDs who got through with my time, so I was really happy about it. So, next slide, please. Now, what I learned out of that, I summarized into two key points. One, it's a personal commitment that you make towards another person's growth. So there's a commitment part. You need to put your heart in, your thoughts in it. And it's a matter of sharing your knowledge and experience in a kind of structured way that will guide that person and help that person develop professionally. Right? So this is the core that I built up. So next slide, please. Now, there are a lot of mentors here, and there are a lot of mentees here. And there are now, I've been a mentee as well as a mentor. Now, ask yourself, if you're going to step in as a mentor, why do you want to be? We all have our egos to be recognized professionally. Everybody has. So what? To earn PUs, maintain the PMI credentials, to showcase on your CV or LinkedIn profile. Am I prepared to be a mentor? What I have to share to others? What is the knowledge I have to share? Do I have the commitment? Think about it. So with all these, I captured that, my experience and my thoughts together to put up this, call it a, yes, flowchart kind of
instrumental model.
It's a kind of model, yes. And I identified 4 areas, right? Maybe you might come up with more, but what came to my mind was 4 main areas. 1 is the knowledge and experience for a mentor. You need to interpret that to the mentor. You can't just give it. You need to interpret that. The intention. What is your intention to be a mentor? The understanding of situation of the mentor. This third but very important. The kind of commitment. So I'll go to these 4 categories and try to briefly go through my thoughts. Slide, please. Yes, the knowledge and experience. Now, there's a thought, and I've heard that you need to be a kind of top of the ladder, you need to be a senior project manager, you need to be a high rank person to become a mentor. And I have seen that in organizations where people who hold high positions are presumed to be mentors, are assigned as mentors when they know nothing about it. Now, I don't believe that you need to be top of the ladder. And but you need to have something, which I think, you need to have some kind of a relevant experience to whoever you're mentoring. Like, now I have an engineering background, I probably can't effectively mentor a person with completely a different background that I do not have experience with. So, you can do mentoring, but maybe it's not complete. Then, you, not only that you have experience, what about your reflective ability to your past experience? I tell you one thing. I met a senior project manager who have built multi-million-dollar projects around the world. 40 years experience in project management. And I was working with this guy, helped that project a lot. And I went to him and asked, look, what is your experience in this? What is your level? And did you have any kind of feeling or any kind of, why did you anticipate this? You have 40 years of experience, didn't you have any similar situations? He said, well, I can't remember. Then I thought, well, experience is something like these blocks. The knowledge is something like these blocks where if you don't put it together and have a kind of after-action review on your experience in a fair way that you can put it and present it as a lesson learned, and you could tell somebody, teach somebody from that learning. You could improve from that. So it's a kind of skill that you need to have to put together your experience, right? So I believe that's required. And then the intention. Now, I said, have a noble intention, right? When I say that, of course, you can have your intentions to be recognized, have your social profile. We all are humans. We all will live by the Maslow's hierarchy. On top of that, we have self-actualization, right? Now, but have something on top of it. Enjoy the feeling of seeing another person grow and being a part of that success story. How the mentors here probably must have experienced that feeling. So I have experienced that feeling. It's such a blissful feeling. So then you enjoy doing it. So the next block. Now when you have the first and two blocks, I believe that a mentee who fully believe in you, and you have to be careful to understand the mentee's situation. Now, I have seen people who are pouring out all what they know, but that doesn't relate to the mentee situation. Now, if you are not in a position of understanding that, and you won't be able to, or maybe you might give an incorrect information, incorrect guidance to that person. There's a possibility. I'm saying always, but there's a possibility. Right. So you need to see that person. Try to get yourself in his shoes, in his or her shoes, so that you see that perspective. So you need to have good communication and listening skills, right? So I believe that it's an important thing as the third block. So finally, it's now if you have everything, I still have seen people actually they don't have time. So if you don't have time, you should understand. Now, when I said yes to that young engineer at that time, I didn't realize the commitment, the time commitment. But when I went through it, I knew, of course, there's a significant amount of commitment there, and you need to realize that. So if you're not able to do that, don't step forward, because that's going to affect that person. And if you really love mentoring, of course, I believe that you could always make some time to schedule and be a mentor. So with this, I'll leave you with a word of caution. It's important to understand the expectation before you move into kind of a mentoring relationship. What to expect and what not to. Because end of the day, you need to understand and you need to deliver something. Right? And also do not rush into silent mentoring activities. So it's a kind of thing that I put together as a question. And this relates to what David started with in his speech. And he shared some of his thoughts and experience, and it relates to some of them. So this is a collection of my thoughts, and I would like to hear from the mentors here how well it relates, or do you have different ideas? Or if you have any questions. Thank you.
Our events are stitched together by the hard work of our volunteers, so an entire event is actually organised by a bunch of volunteers. So if you'd like to be a volunteer, you'd like to participate by giving a talk, or you think you have an idea of the talk that you might want to give, please feel free to give us some feedback, because that's what it's all about. We expand our repertoire of what we can show you and give you by what you provide us as well. So hopefully that will be a reciprocal relationship that we can have.
And I just wanted to do something slightly different. So can I just ask all of those people to come over here so you can see what they look like, and so you can thank them personally. So Kim is already here. Thank you very much. That's good.
So we also have a survey that we'd like to send out to people who would like to provide the feedback. So please speak to Ting Ting over there, and also please don't forget to return your badges.
And also just a big one, thank you, Alan and Lawrence and Vlad for website management. This is a really big job. I couldn't do it myself, definitely not. It's Alan here. So thank you, Alan. Program is dependent on you guys, right? We can't do a mentoring program without you. So a mentoring program would not exist if you didn't have mentors, people who want to give their time for free to complete training, right? So for team, just keep it in mind. People are giving you time to complete training. And of course, you could do it without mentees, people who do need mentoring. So mentoring program is all about you guys. So hopefully together we can keep it growing. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.